Hello and good afternoon. This is the Grenier Bros checking in. Today I am going to be going through my Chicago Bears 2025 through 2026 predictions. This is after the draft, so let's without wasting any time, let's get right into it. Here's my first prediction: Caleb Williams will improve his second year in the NFL. Caleb Williams, in my opinion, he exceeded all of my expectations. He has a lot of potential. And with Ben Johnson coming in as the new head coach, the stakes couldn't be any higher in Chicago right now. And here for all you haters out there, last year, Caleb had over 4,000 yards at his rookie year. Yes, it includes rushing yards, but rushing yards are a stat for quarterbacks. And the reason why I think Caleb's going to improve, we actually got the offensive line fixed. We traded for Joe Tunney, we traded for Jonah Jackson, and we signed Drew Dolman in free agency. Plus, we got more depth in there, too. And not to mention, we have weapons, such as DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Cole Kmet, Colston Loveland, that we get drafted 10th overall, and we still have DeAndre Swift. The trenches will improve. This is my second prediction. As I said before, we traded for Joe Tunney, who's always been consistent. He's also played with Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes in the past. Jonah Jackson, who's going to be a nice young piece who is going to develop. And we have Drew Dolman, probably one of the best run blocking centers when he's healthy. And for the defense, we signed Grady Jarrett, a well-experienced defensive tackle. And we signed Deo Ojinbo. I hope I pronounced that properly. He's our 3-tech man. I think he's going to be playing 3-tech most of the time, but I'm excited to see him play. And we got a ton of draft picks, such as Ossie Chablipo, Shamar Turner, and Luke Newman. And my third prediction will be the offense will improve drastically. Of course, we have the new offensive lineman. Hopefully, this will help both our running game and the passing game a lot. Ben Johnson's impact. I already like Ben Johnson's fire already and what he's doing with the players already. And we drafted Luther Bourbon from Missouri. He's very fast, a very fast wide receiver, which I think he's going to have a great time. And he's going to be our third receiver. Of course, we have DJ Moore and Rome Odunze. DJ Moore is going to help Burden out to develop. And our tight end room is much better than it was the last year. And yeah, there's going to be a new scheme where the tight ends are going to be lined up a little more. Hopefully, they'll get more targets too. My fourth prediction is the defense is going to get better. Of course, we got Dennis Allen in free agency, who has consistently had great defenses in New Orleans, and with his stats, he's always had consistently a top 15 defense in the league. We signed Grady Jarrett, I already saw that. We still have Montez Sweat, who I think is going to have a bounce back year. And Dennis Allen did say in an interview that there may be a chance Kyler Gordon could play safety. So could we have Spidey get some ball hawking action if Jaquan Brisker isn't healthy? And of course, we extended TJ Edwards, who is a very underrated tackler for this defense. Tight ends here's my fifth prediction. Tight ends are going to get more touches. Cole Kmet, he didn't see much action. Only had 47 catches, 55 targets, and only 474 yards. Yeah, I was always wondering in games, where the heck is Kmet in the game? And of course, we got Colston Loveland, drafted him 10th overall. Personally, I wanted Warren in the draft, but I can stick with Loveland. He's a better route runner. He's faster than Warren. He might be on the little side. He might be a little bit smaller than the regular tight ends, but I won't see that as a problem. And maybe he can play a little bit of slot too. Here's my sixth prediction: we're gonna sweep Green Bay. Because last season, we finally beat them in Lambeau Field. And Also, at Soldier Field, we lost to them by a blocked field goal. And I know what you're thinking, but they put their backups in Lambeau Field. Yeah, but they had their starters in for like more than half the game. And when their starters were in, we dominated them. I mean, dominated. And also, I put in Caleb's stats versus Green Bay. He has 379 passing yards right now, and his completion percentage is almost 74%. So Caleb knows how to take care of the football when it comes to Green Bay. And also, he has 40 rushing yards per game against the Packers. That could be useful in later. But let's say, yeah, I think we're gonna sweep Green Bay without hesitation this season. And also FGB. And I think this is my last one. No, wait, no, that's not my last one. My 7th prediction is that we're gonna split a game with the Vikings and the Lions. And don't get me wrong, we should have split with them last season. As you can already know, we lost in overtime against the Vikings, 30-27. Or the only reason that happened is because of our defense ran out of gas at the end. And we lost to Detroit, and the famous Thanksgiving game, the infamous Thanksgiving game against Detroit, where we lost 23-20 because Eberflus didn't know how to call a timeout. And this is the game where Eberflus would be calling his last games in Chicago. Thank God those days are over. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to Ben Johnson taking out Dan Campbell and the Lions. And I'm excited to see Jalen Johnson lock down Justin Jefferson twice a year. And my final prediction, the Bears will have a record with 9 wins or more. This is a long stretch, but I'm 100% confident this time that we're going to get 9 wins or better. I know the schedule is going to be tougher than it was last season, but so far they look like winnable games. We're going up against the AFC North. That's the Ravens, the Steelers, the Bengals, and the Browns. We already know we're gonna beat Cleveland easily. The only reason the only thing that's tough about them is their defense. That's pretty much it. Cincinnati, that's a winnable game too. Their offense is electric, but their defense it's not really good. So if we can continue keep on scoring and our defense can shut them down, we have a chance to beat them. The Ravens, they're always a top unit. They're one of the elites. I don't think we're gonna beat them this year. And finally, we have Pittsburgh, who is literally the definition of average in the league. They're always the standard. They have the most expensive defense in the NFL. They always have T.J. Watts. But I think that we can hang toe-to-toe with them. Plus, we play them at home, so we have home field advantage that game. So I think we have a chance of beating the Steelers too. And also, we can compete in our division. Because last season, we may have lost 3 straight divisional games, but all of them were close games. Like, literally, they were close to, 7 points total. We lost to Green Bay on a blocked field goal. We lost to the Vikings in overtime at home. And we could have beaten Detroit as well in their own home. All because Eberflus didn't know how to call a timeout. And not to mention, we had most of our offensive line that was not healthy. Again, in all 3 of those games. And also, I looked up some of my research, and we only lost 7 games by 10 points or less in 2024. Just think about it. If we won all those 7 games, we would be 12-5. Wouldn't be enough to win the division, but it would be enough to get us a playoff spot. If we can win those close games, we can do anything. And yes, we can beat Green Bay. We already proved it last season. We already proved it last season in Lambeau, or should I say this year, since it was in 2025. And we kept it close in home. And no, that was not the only reason is a blocked field goal. Caleb should be 2-0 against Green Bay, but I'll take the fact he's undefeated in Lambeau. And yep, that's it. Pretty much it. So that's all I have for my Chicago Bears 2025 to 2020. So if you guys liked this video, like it, subscribe if you'd like. Share it to the rest of Bears fans out there. Hopefully it'll be a good season for all of us, for everyone. Everyone stay safe. God bless you. And if you guys want me to make another video about the Bears, Click the like button down below and shout bear down in the chat. And always FGB. I'll see you later. Bear down.